It's time for another book review, and today is Legacy by Ean Lanning. Now, as always, here's your list of tropes and triggers. If you do not like them, don't watch this review, don't read this book. I gave this book a 2 out of 5. And why did I give this book a 2 out of 5? Mainly because if you've ever read a YA dystopian novel, you've read this book. And that is truly the kindest thing that I can say about this. This book follows Manhattan, who is our main character, whom I truly don't have any idea how old he is. I think he's about 14 at the start of this book. And he's in New Las Vegas. And Mattis has turned into this dictator type thing where he controls the food rations, he controls basically everything in this town. And then obviously there's a rebel group. Now, Manhattan is raised by a man named Tom, and the only thing he has to remember his family is a necklace that's in the shape of a lion. That's it. And since this is a YA dystopian book, obviously Tom gets brutally murdered, and Manhattan leaves and joins the rebellion. And if you think you know how this book is going to end, you are correct. Manhattan joins the rebellion. He becomes like the second in command. He helps take down Mattis, but Mattis doesn't actually get taken down. There's going to be a sequel to this book where they're going to have to go after Mattis again. Shocking, I know. There's a couple problems with this book that I had, and this one is going to be the pettiest problem that I have with this entire book. So I told you, Manhattan gets that necklace from his parents that was passed down to him. It starts the book off with him like putting this necklace on, as in he takes it off every night. And if this necklace is so important, why are we taking it off at night? Do you know how often I take this off? Not as often as I should. All right, I should be taking this necklace off way more often than what I do, but I don't because it's a necklace. Yeah. I think the other problem in this book is that a lot of the characters die kind of senselessly and without reason. For instance, there's a character named Shiv who's apparently really great with knives, throwing knives, stabbing things, or whatever. And when we introduce them, he's completely healthy. And then like 2 weeks later in the book time, he's dead. Apparently he had this disease that was killing him. But that was never actually known. It was like he's alive, he's training, he's dead. The other issue with this book is there's no real sense of a timeline. We have Manhattan joining the rebellion, and then they're like, we're not sending you on any missions until you're trained up. And then literally like 3 pages later, he's completely trained up and going on missions. But I don't actually know how much time has passed. And it's actually specifically mentioned in this book, too, that Mattis is like, oh, I almost had you all those days ago, which leads me to believe that this book takes place over a course of a couple days, which doesn't make sense considering the amount of training Manhattan gets. Overall, again, 2 out of 5. If you liked YA dystopian, you'll like this book, but I wasn't that big a fan of it, so...